When Prince Harry was asked during his bombshell historical interview, "Do you think your relationship has changed with the UK? Do you feel let down by your country?" He responded by solemnly exclaiming, "I am feeling very let down." During the interview, he said, "At this point, I'm feeling very let down. It's the minority of people, especially those that read the tabloids and the press themselves. The press themselves have incited so much hatred towards myself, my wife, and even our children. That's hard to forgive. There are decisions that have been made. There are things that have happened since 2016, especially, throughout my whole life, but let's stick to 2016. There are things that have happened that I can now forgive. I can move past that. I can forgive my family's involvement, my father, my brother, my stepmother. I can forgive the press to a large extent as well for so many things that have happened. What I'm struggling to forgive, and probably what I will always struggle to forgive, is that a decision that was made in 2020 that affects my every single day, and that is knowingly putting me and my family in harm's way. Everybody knew they were putting us at risk in 2020, and they hoped that me knowing that risk would force us to come back. But then when you realize that that didn't work, do you not want to keep us safe? Whether you're the government, whether you're the royal household, whether you're my dad, my family, despite all of our differences, do you not want to ensure our safety? Prince Harry said tonight he was cut off from his father King Charles, who won't speak to me, after losing his appeal in court over his security. He told the BBC, "He won't speak to me because of this security stuff." Acknowledging the rift within the royal family, he added, "There have been so many disagreements, differences between me and some of my family. This current situation that has been now ongoing for 5 years with regards to human life and safety is the sticking point. It is the only thing that's left." Of course, some members of my family will never forgive me for writing a book. Of course, they will never forgive me for lots of things. But you know there is. I would love reconciliation with my family. There's no point in continuing to fight anymore. As I said, life is precious. I don't know how much longer my father has. He won't speak to me because of this security stuff, but it would be nice to reconcile. Royal experts have dubbed Prince Harry's interview, where he dished out the details of his strained relationship with King Charles, the royal family, and his downgraded security status, as a key moment in history. Professor Kate Williams explained that the Duke of Sussex's open demeanor means it will go down in history as one of Prince Harry's most significant interviews. Speaking to Sky News, Professor Williams said, "This is a very significant moment in what will be written about by the historians of the future about Harry." Jenny Bond, former royal editor at the BBC, added that the interview is another jaw-dropping moment in the royal saga. She told Sky, "He's bristling with anger, isn't he, Harry, and resentment. And mistrust of the royal household. And despair over his father's attitude, I suppose." It's just such a sad and sorry saga. I had hoped eventually there might be some kind of reconciliation, but clearly, although Harry says he wants reconciliation, he doesn't see he can do that now. He's deeply, deeply angered. And I don't know where he goes from here. He feels at the moment there is some untruth going on at the moment. He feels that there is some kind of conspiracy that imprisoned him and imprisons others within the palace walls. Because he has been so brazen as to escape, he is now being punished. That clearly is how he feels. And he does not believe he can bring his children back to meet their grandfather, even though, in his words, he doesn't know how long his father has got to live. I presume Harry knows a little bit more than the rest of us about the king's health. The family, they do not trust him to keep private conversations private. And now he's gone so public with his raw emotions over this, I think that's going to reinforce that.